guys, my name is Spencer Kaufman. Thank you for watching the Deception Tips videos. They're all about teaching you how to read people and detect deception so that you will be able to tell if someone is lying to you. Today we're talking about a tip that is related to breathing. Now, a lot of things in deception are related to breathing. Obviously, that's kind of a duh factor because in order to talk, you need to breathe, I know. But no, this is more specifically related to the breathing aspect of it, whether it's a deep breath or a pacification gesture or a stress-relieving breath, like their inhale and exhale to calm themselves. This is a strictly breathing gesture that you will notice because it is something that is very stark and apparent. It's almost like a shock when you hear it. And it's a forced breathing, like they're getting the wind knocked out of them, something like that. It's huge and it's happening there. And so it's hard not to notice. And when you notice it, there really are only a couple causes, one of which is deception. So you can easily have that ping up your antennas to look for other signs to find that pattern and that cluster of behaviors. So here it is. This is deception tip number 68. Overly stressed liars may inhale regularly and then force their exhale as if the lungs are being forcibly contracted. So there are a couple of points to mention here. Overly stressed liars. This is when they are on the tipping point. They're on the edge. This is a big fight or flight. Remember, there's that conflict. The unconscious, it wants the truth. The conscious, it wants the lie. So this is a huge conflict, that head-to-head battle. In addition, they're very, very stressed. They're at the tipping point. Now, when people are stressed, a lot of things happen to the body. The body starts to shut down internal processes such as digestion and saliva production and things like that. It starts to send blood and resources internally to the extremities of the body, to the hands, to the legs, etc. From the core out. Everything is out here. Why? Because of the fight or the flight. They may need to fight someone or they got to run away. So whichever happens, it's happening because that stress is pushing all of that energy to the limbs in the body to fight or flight. So they are on the tipping point here, overly stressed liars. Then they may be breathing normally. All of a sudden, though, they're really stressed. They're at the tipping point. Boom, their lungs are forcibly contracted. Why does this happen? Why would it be forcibly contracted? Again, like I said, it's almost like the wind is getting knocked out of them. If you've ever had that happen to you, it's kind of an unpleasant feeling. Maybe you fell down, boom, you landed, and you just felt that, and the air just left your body, or someone said, hey, how you doing? Whack, right on your back, and it kind of knocked the wind out of you. That happens, and you know that it's not something you like to go through all the time here. So when this happens when someone is lying, it's kind of a strange phenomenon. They're overly stressed. It's the fight or flight. Something's kicking in. They're breathing normally, and all of a sudden they've realized that something has to happen. So essentially their body does it. It is like forcibly contracts, pushing this air out of their body so that now they can take that deep breath and gear up to fight or to run away or whatever is happening. Now, obviously, in this instance, they may not be running away or they may not be fighting, but psychologically, with the stress and the tension in this lie, that's what they feel like. So their mind is telling their body that this is what has to happen, and even if they're sitting across the table from someone, boom, it happens. They're not going to get up and run or they're not going to get up and fight, but their mind has that power over the body to push that, and that's what it's feeling. So that's what's going on. It's something that, again, you're going to notice, and if nothing happened, if they didn't fall, no one hit them, nothing like that, then there's really no other reason for them to have the wind sucked out of them. So pay attention to that. What are they getting ready to do? Maybe they're getting ready to attack you. You don't know. Well, you're going to find out. But pay attention to that. Be prepared for certain things that could happen, and then watch for other signs, other patterns, and other clusters that'll form into that deceptive behavior pattern. So if this is your first time watching these videos, I'd love to have you subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Feel free to comment with any questions you may have as well. Also, if you'd like some more information, we've got books, podcasts, and blog posts all available on spencerkaufman.com that are dedicated to teaching you exactly what everybody is really saying. Until next time.